Let them have cake. Oh, who knows? The internet has truly done some irreversible damage to society. I swear, ever since 2020 happened and everybody got stuck inside for like a year and a half, the majority of people's morals just got completely thrown out of the window. From selling your body online for no joke, $5 or less, to bothering innocent people in public for the sake of making content and making money from it.
No. You guys are locked in there.
It just feels like once everybody was allowed outside of the house and all the mask mandates were lifted and everything went back to normal, the degenerates in our society, the ones that were just sitting at home itching for attention, could not help themselves and instantly got to work getting that attention, which is likely why we've seen so many butt scratch sniffers like Neon or Jack Doherty get so popular over the past 2 years. But somehow, the TikToker that goes by the name of Wolfie Kahletti is objectively worse than both of those bottom feeders. Because not only does this loser, this absolute cave dweller, solely rely on bothering other people in public, but a lot of the time, he's actually putting their life at risk as well. Like the time this bootlicker decided it would be a funny idea to walk into the back of a fast food place and put ice straight into the fryer.
Tacos and the egg roll. Hey.
And I don't know who dropped this troglodyte on his head as a baby, but I cannot understate just how fucking stupid and dangerous this is. For those of you who don't know, when you put water or ice in a fryer, it causes it to boil. And just like a pot of water, if it boils enough, it's gonna start overflowing. Which is very likely what happened to that poor old man who's just trying to make money to feed his family at his very likely barely above minimum wage job. And now, best case scenario, either that old man or somebody else is gonna have to stay super late cleaning oil off of the floors. And worst case scenario, this idiot just blew up the entire fucking building and everyone inside. Now, obviously this video is a couple months old and we know that didn't happen, but the fact that this was a possible outcome in the first place should have been enough to arrest dude that day. But unfortunately it wasn't, and he would continue on with his antics. Like the time he would pick up a deceased pigeon off the floor and throw it in the fryer inside of a McDonald's.
Fried pigeon? Wolfie, remember that.
Now, if I'm being completely honest, I don't know if I can show you that clip. It is partially blurred out, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay. But in case you're watching this video in the future and nothing just played right there, it's because I had to edit it out thanks to YouTube. But doing this is not only extremely weird, but insanely concerning. I mean, what kind of person in their right mind sees a deceased pigeon, a deceased bird, animal, anything on the ground, and thinks it's funny to pick it up and then throw it at somebody? But not only throw it at someone, but throw it at someone who doesn't know you and is just trying to work. They don't want to be there, but they have to be so that they can feed themselves and their family and pay for the roof over their head. And then you just come in there and completely ruin their entire night. Not only did they just get hit by this bird, but it fell in the fryer, which means they need to shut that shit off immediately, get the bird out, and then drain the entire fryer and fill it back up, all while also trying to make food for orders that are coming in. How anyone can find this shit funny is actually beyond me. I mean, maybe if you're like below the age of 13, I can kind of get it, but if you're any older than that and you think this is funny, you're a weirdo. As someone who has worked in fast food, worked in many restaurants throughout their life, I can tell you right now, these people aren't getting paid enough to deal with this guy's bullshit. And the worst part about it, this fucking loser is making significantly more money than any of these workers that he's actually using to make these videos. Although his TikTok did get banned not too long ago, that's likely not where he was making most of his money, as his Instagram is still up and sitting at about 300,000 followers. And between the first 8 videos that he has on his Instagram, he got about 60 million million views between all of those, including the very first one, which is the video I showed you at the beginning of this video of him smacking the food out of that girl's hand, which is currently sitting at over 27 million views. And I don't know exactly how much Instagram pays per 1,000 views for Reels, but let's just lowball it for the sake of the argument. Let's say they do 50 cents per 1,000 views. Bro still probably made $10,000 to $20,000 off that one video alone. A video of him literally smacking food out of someone's hand. A video of him borderline assaulting someone. And he made half the yearly salary of those fast food workers that he's consistently harassing for these videos. It is actually asinine to me how the internet literally rewards being a fucking loser. But here's the issue with being a creator like this. They're obviously doing this because they're addicted to attention. So once they see those numbers go up and they see the money go up, they're gonna do whatever they possibly can to reach those highs again. And after getting 2 videos over 20 million views within the first week of him uploading, this loser would never see those highs again. And although all of his videos did pretty good, most of them sitting at over 500k, as well as having a 9 million and a 14 million view video in that, there's no doubt in my mind none of those videos were making him nearly as much as the ones that have almost 30 million views. Likely because, like I said earlier in the video, he's been doing this for almost 6 months. The shock factor disappeared, which is where most of his views were coming from. So after almost 6 months of him mostly harassing fast food workers, shit just wasn't hitting the same. Views were down, money was down, so bro would pull the most idiotic stunt yet. Go into Walmart, take bug spray off the shelves, take it over to the produce area, and he would start spraying the fresh fruit. And this is just asinine. I don't think I really even need to say just how fucking ridiculous this is. And I guess this time bro would have an epiphany, or maybe all the comments in the comment section were saying, bro, you're literally gonna go to jail, because he would actually attempt to delete this video pretty quickly. But it was too late, and with his following being as big as it is, it was likely that this video had already been shared by thousands, if not tens of thousands of people by the time he deleted it. And finally, after months of literally harassing people, he would be arrested. A would-be Arizona influencer accused of spraying pesticides on produce at a Phoenix area Walmart is facing felony charges following the stunt that was posted on social media. Charles Smith, 27, was arrested after videos were uploaded to Instagram and TikTok showed a man spreading bug spray on yams, lemons, chicken, and other produce at Walmart. This is where it gets good though. Smith faces 1 felony charge of introducing poison, as well as a misdemeanor charges of theft, criminal damage, and endangerment. A judge ordered him held on a $10,000 bond, as well as getting charged for a 3rd-degree burglary for some other incident. The article states that it could be from a video where he took something from someone outside of a business and ran away, but I looked up what 3rd-degree burglary was, and according to the internet, it's a criminal charge that arises when an individual enters a building or structure without permission. Thus, he possesses the intent to commit a crime. The crucial aspect of this offense is the perpetrator's intent is to commit a crime or not. So this right here is telling me that he's getting charged for at least one of the times where he entered the back of a fast food place and messed with the fryers, because he is entering a building, or at least a part of a building that he's not supposed to be in, without permission, and then committing a crime. And again, according to the internet, 3rd-degree burglary can be a felony, but it's a very wobbly felony and can easily be pushed down to a misdemeanor. Another article that I read stated that Smith actually returned to the store about 10 minutes later and recorded himself attempting to gather the contaminated items and wheeling them away in a cart to the rear of the store. It's unclear whether he managed to retrieve everything. Authorities reported that Walmart ultimately had to remove products worth $931 from the shelves. So him coming back after 10 minutes lets me know that it was likely the comments on the video letting him know what he did was super illegal, and not him actually having remorse for what he just did, which to me is just super psychotic. He sprays literally bug spray on these foods, and then he was actually going to leave them like that. It wasn't until he saw backlash on his videos that he went back to the store and attempted to make it seem as if he instantly put all that stuff back, when in reality, he was going to leave it, and he definitely left it long enough for someone to grab it and get sick. I'm going to assume everyone watching this video has been inside a Walmart, but usually if I'm trying to get fruit, I'm fighting at least 3 grandmas and 2 moms with their kids in the cart. Unless that's the most dead Walmart in the world, there's a 0% chance that nobody grabbed fruit within the 10-minute span that he left it. somebody got that fucking fruit. And I really hope they didn't get sick. He also told the police during an interview that he earns $6,000 to $10,000 a month from making these videos, which is just ridiculous. For a lot of people, that's absolutely life-changing money. Multiple months worth of work for these workers that he's harassing in these videos. And if he's not a complete idiot, definitely enough money to not only be living pretty comfortably, but also have some good money saved up. But an idiot this guy very clearly is, because I would see a clip of him asking the judge to release him so he can go feed his dog.
Do you have any questions for me?
I do. I have a pet at the house, and we live alone, and she hasn't been able to eat in like 6 days. I was wondering if I have any access of going home and promising to return to court the next court date.
So you already have a bond in the other case, and so I can't control that bond.
This guy might actually be reading at a 3rd grade level. I want you guys to keep this in mind. Although his bond is $10,000, you only actually have to pay 10% of that to a bondsman, which is $1,000. And for someone who's been making $6,000 to $10,000 a month for the past like 6 months, you should have that, bro. But considering this 27-year-old man spends most of his time harassing fast food workers, and hanging out with 19 to 21-year-old college students, I think we all know what this fucking bum loser has been doing with his money. And although I do hope he finds someone to feed his dog, I really hope they just throw the book at this guy. I really hope they give him the max sentence for every charge that he has. Even when he's not going into the back of fast food places and destroying their fryers and low-key risking their lives in some cases, because messing with a fryer like that can be dangerous, the rest of his videos are still complete dog shit. Like the time he completely destroyed someone's clothes at the laundromat. Like, who is watching this and thinking this is funny? I'm so serious. I remember growing up and having to go to the laundromat with my mom all the time. We didn't really have a lot of money growing up, and it sucked. I promise the laundromat is the last place anybody wants to be. And it looks like it's nighttime in that video. Bro probably just got off work, and it looks like that's the dryer, which means he's already paid and washed his clothes. And he's already paid for that dryer. So now he has to go pay for more washes, stay there another hour to rewash his clothes, all for what? So this guy can make $1,000+ off this video? Like, this shit is fucking pathetic, bro. He's literally harassing people that have no choice but to be where they're at. You think this guy wants to be at the laundromat right now? No, bro. He wants to be at home, which you're now not allowing him to go to because he still has to wash his clothes. And the same thing goes for the people at work.
Oh no, go ahead. Hey, I'll make sure that I got the sauce.
This isn't the same as walking down the street and pranking someone there. These people have to be there. They have to stay there and deal with the repercussions of what this guy's doing, while he fucking runs away and laughs about it. There was also a time where he sprayed these seemingly homeless people with a fire extinguisher.
Hello. How are you? The word safe doesn't exist when Wolfie's around. Well, here we are. Am I recording what?
As well as also did it to yet again another fast food worker that's just trying to get done with their job and go home. And these are both fucked for different reasons. Obviously, the homeless people now have no way of washing off this powder. And I don't know if you've ever sprayed a fire extinguisher, but it's literally like this thick, heavy powder. It's probably gonna get all stuck in their hair. It's definitely not something you would want on you, especially if you didn't have immediate access to a nice, warm shower. So I'm doubling down on what I said before, and I really hope they do actually charge this guy with all of these charges and they put him in jail for a little bit. Likely not though. Usually how our justice system works, he's probably gonna take a plea deal, maybe get charged for 1 or 2 of these, get let out on time served, get put on probation for a few months, and then he'll likely be right back to doing what he was doing just a few months later. But this is a really good chance to stop this behavior right now, because if they really do throw the book at this guy, put him in jail for a year or 2, there's gonna be a lot less people that are willing to copy this behavior. But if they do absolutely nothing and he's able to continue what he's doing and he keeps getting let off easy, there's a really good chance we're gonna start seeing more and more people doing this. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there that will do a whole lot worse for $6,000 to $10,000 a month. With that being said though, boys, that right there is where I'm going to end the video. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think of this guy? And did you know who he was before you watched this video? I'm not gonna lie, boys, making this video almost kind of had me reminiscing in a way. And what I mean by that, I really vividly remember being like mid-high school, 14 to 16, I don't really remember the exact age, watching commentators make videos about boot gang, specifically Birdman. As growing up, he really was the only commentator I watched. I was never really a big Leafy fan, but I just remember watching some of these guys talking about boot gang, and now here I am, around the same age as a lot of them were at the time, talking about essentially boot gang's clone. It was just really cool, and I really appreciate all of you for allowing me to be in the position to do this, because it's not like my videos are life-changing or anything, so you guys coming back video after video, I just appreciate it so much. So any of you guys watching my video, if you made it this far, if you have a dream, something you really want to do, you better chase it. Even if you only have a 1% chance of reaching this goal, as soon as you quit, that chance instantly turns into 0. And I don't know about you, but I would take a 1% chance over 0 any day of the week. So with that being said, chase your dreams, don't be like this guy. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like the video and comment down in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop that sub button. We are well on our way to 50,000 subscribers. Happy 2025 to anyone who's watching this. 100K this year is the goal, and I know we're gonna make it. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for one of the best years of my life, and easily the best one since I've become an adult, and I will see you all in the next video.